So, welcome to the War Map, or as we call it, the weekly activity report. So, this is the bird's eye view, which is the main page. And as you can see on the right hand side, there's a key. So, what we tend to do is we plot out all the major things that we need to do in the year. So, P&L meetings. So, you hold them either the start of the quarter or the end of the quarter. So, let's put down this one to be on the 31st. So you can double check and where you are in your calendar, and then you can add to it. So this is a really good way to actually showcase the key things from a bird's eye view point of view, and especially if you're working remote like my team do, we're all over the place. So actually just quickly going on and seeing what's coming up is really key. And this is great for things like webinars and content releases, as well as your team stuff and your management meetings. So this is really cool. Then there's next section here, which is we've classed as the documents section. And so all the major documents that you're working on, if it's strategic P&L documents, campaign documents, marketing reports, that sort of thing, this is a really good place to actually put it. And just put the links in there, especially if you're using something like Google Drive or Microsoft. They also do the same thing where you can click to different URLs and it takes you to that specific piece of content that you need to look at. The next is the goals section. So what we tend to do is we write down our major goals for the next year, and we always highlight the vision and mission so it's clear and everybody's always seeing it, so it's always front of your mind. Then we put the main objectives or the main goals that we want to achieve for that upcoming year. And then what we tend to do then is we highlight, as you can see by the colors, we can highlight the team members in here and the objectives that they need to focus on. And this is really good. It doesn't matter if you're a massive company and you have small teams within that company that work towards a bigger goal, or you're a small business, survey business, or a reseller, small company. This is just a really great way to actually then just showcase and see what everybody's main key objectives are. So when you come to your planning meetings, your weekly meetings, and also your quarterly meetings, it's really good to reflect. So we use this, we've used this for quite a few years now, and it works really well. Then, of course, you've got the calendar. So what I tend to do here is on the calendar events, so say that we have an editorial meeting. So let's put the editorial meeting down on Wednesday, the 4th of January. And going back to your objectives, so my colour will be under blue or turquoise. So that's just highlighted. And say there's a content planning and doing, whatever we want to call it, could be errands. So she could be pink, for example. So you can actually highlight the key things that you're doing in here. And this is a really great way to reflect. Now we have a twice a week group meeting. So we have one on a Tuesday at 11 and one on a Thursday at 11. And we use the War Map to reflect where we are and what we're doing to make sure that we're on plan and that we're actually heading towards those major goals, which are either quarterly and of course yearly. So great way of doing it. If you want any more information on this, just let me know.